welcome you all in this session. Myself, Artita Laulikar, Assistant Professor from PESS RSN College, Ponda, Goa. Title of the unit, Commercial Floriculture. Module name, Irrigation, Advanced Irrigation System, Drip, Sprinklers and Microtubes. In this module, you will be learning about Advanced Irrigation System, Drip Irrigation System, Sprinklers and Microtubes. By the completion of this module, you will be able to describe Advanced Irrigation System, explain Drip Irrigation System and Sprinklers with its components, advantages and disadvantages. Also, you will be able to explain what are microtubes. Irrigation. The controlled application of water through man-made systems to meet the water requirements of agriculture is called irrigation. It is an artificial application of water to crops or plants when it does not get enough water through rains. The utilizable water resources are not enough to irrigate the cultivable area. So, we need to adopt irrigation methods that help in not only saving fresh water but also provide sufficient water to plant for growth. Different water saving techniques like use of advanced irrigation methods are to be used to conserve water and thereby increase water use efficiency. Advanced irrigation system. Advanced irrigation methods include using drip, sprinklers, microtubes, etc. Here in this image we can see how irrigation is done using the drip irrigation system. In the second image you can see the sprinklers which are used to irrigate the fields. Drip irrigation system. It is also known as trickle irrigation system. It involves dripping water onto the soil at very low rates, around 2 to 20 liters per hour. The irrigation system includes small diameter plastic pipes fitted with outlets called emitters or drippers. It delivers water using a network of main lines, sub-mains and lateral lines with emission points spaced along their lengths. Each dripper or emitter supplies uniform application of water directly into the root zone of the plant. Nutrients and other required growth substances can also be added to the water. Here we can see how drip irrigation is done. We can also see the main lines, sub-mains and lateral lines fitted. Water and nutrients enter the soil through the combined forces of gravity and capillary. With drip irrigation, water application are more frequent, usually every 1 to 3 days. It is one of the most efficient modern irrigation technique as it reduces runoff and water evaporation significantly. Components of drip irrigation system are pump station. This takes water from the source and provides the right pressure for delivery into the pipe system. Control valves. This controls the discharge and pressure in the entire system. Filter consists of valves and a pressure gauge for regulation and control. It prevents the blockage of pipes. Chemical tank is used for applying fertilizers, herbicides and other chemicals in solution along with irrigation water. Main lines, sub-mains and laterals. These are used to supply water from the control head into the fields. Usually they are made from PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride or polyethylene hose. The lateral pipes are usually around 13 to 32 millimeters in diameter. Emitters or drippers. Drip nozzles are provided at regular intervals on the laterals. They allow water to emit at very low rates, usually in trickles. Some of the crops which require this type of irrigation, that is the drip irrigation system are orchard crops like grapes, mango, pineapple, vegetables like the tomato, chili, brinjal, spinach, cash crops, for example sugarcane, cotton, areca nut, flowers like rose, gerbera, marigold, orchids, etc. Advantages: water savings as losses due to deep percolation, surface runoff, evaporation are avoided in this type of drip irrigation system. Soil erosion is reduced. Cost of fertilizers and labor use gets reduced. Since water is provided uniformly, crop growth is consistent in this kind of irrigation system. Disadvantages: high initial cost. Trippers are susceptible to blockage. It interferes with farm operations and movement of implements and machineries. It requires frequent maintenance. Sprinklers. Sprinklers is a method of applying water in a manner similar to rain. It is suited for most row, field and tree crops. Here water can be sprayed over or under the crop canopy. The sprinkler irrigation system conveys water to the field through pipes under pressure with a system of nozzles. Here in this image we can see the sprinklers which are used to irrigate the fields. Sprinklers breaks the water into droplets of size 0.5 to 4 millimeters. The drop size is controlled by pressure and nozzle size of the sprinklers. Water is applied at a rate less than the infiltration rate of the soil, hence the runoff from irrigation is avoided. It is used for irrigating lawns, gardens and agricultural fields. A sprinkler system consists of the following parts. Pumping unit. This is used for operating the system. Pipelines. Main pipelines carry water from the pumping plant to many parts of the field. Sub-main pipelines take water from the mains to the laterals. The lateral pipeline carry the water from the mains or sub-main pipe to the sprinklers. Sprinklers. This may be rotating type or remain fixed. The fixed head sprinklers, they are commonly used to irrigate small lawns or in gardens. Fertilizer applicators. They inject fertilizers in liquid form to the sprinkler system at a desired rate. Advantages of sprinklers. It is water saving. It is suitable for slopy lands, reduces erosion and also it reduces the labor cost, protect crops against frost and high temperatures. Fertilizers can be applied through irrigation water and it helps to increase yield. Disadvantages: high initial cost, efficiency is affected by wind, higher evaporation losses in spraying water, poor quality water cannot be used. Microtubes, also called the spaghetti tubes. It is a very fine plastic tubing with a small inside diameter of around 1.5 millimeters. It is used in drip irrigation, typically in gardens and greenhouses. Microtubing is inserted directly into the supply tubing, usually without any fittings. The flow is regulated by the inside diameter of the tube and the length of tubing used. The smaller the diameter and longer the tube, the greater the friction loss, thus reducing the pressure and flow. It can work well under gravity irrigation. This can be used as a pressure compensating emitter in drip irrigation systems. Utilizing these tubes as an alternative to current emitters will reduce the risk of clogging. References. Thank you.